Today, we are going to discuss about cloud introduction, right? So what is cloud computing? So why the project teams are looking for cloud infrastructure? Why the project teams are looking for cloud applications? Why the companies are migrating their applications to cloud? What are the advantages of cloud, right? So why multi-cloud? Why the companies are looking for multi-cloud? So what is the importance of multi-cloud? So let's try to understand today. So anyone newly joined today, first session, can you please raise your hand or ping me in the chat? Anyone joined first session today? New guys. You'll get the recording session. You'll get the recording. Yeah. So we'll provide you the recording. So you can just ping me in the chat, or else I share my number. You can take down and you can ping me, or else you can ping institute number also, right? So we'll provide you the previous session recording. Yesterday we discussed about DevOps introduction, DevSecOps introduction, right? Yeah. So today we are going to discuss about cloud introduction, right? Yeah. Let's get started. So any new guys joined today, I'll provide you the recording session, yesterday's recording session, yesterday demo recording, which is DevOps introduction, so that you can go through that and you can continue today. So we'll provide you all the required documentation, content, right? Fine. Let's get started. So today's agenda here is, look at here everyone. What is cloud computing? Benefits of cloud computing. What is data center? Types of cloud computing. Types of cloud services. What is cost saving? Why the positives are looking for cloud infrastructure? So cloud market share, cloud market growth. This is all very, very important. Yeah, let's go with one by one. Yeah, what is cloud computing? What is cloud? Anyone having idea? What is cloud? Yeah. I collected some definition here. First of all, I'll show you the definition here. So cloud computing it is a on-demand availability of computer system, resources, storage, and computing power. So without direct active management by the user. It is a on-demand availability of computer system, resources, storage, and computing power. So without direct active management by the user. What does it mean? What is on-demand? So on-demand is nothing but instantly, immediately, whenever needed. Right? For example, I'm working with a project. The project team required 10 resources, 10 servers, right? So on the fly, by single click, we can create 10 servers in cloud computing. For example, if you want to prepare physical server, can you provide within 1 hour? Can you provide within one day? Is it possible? So for example, if any project team required any server, physical server, very first thing we need to place a order with vendor, right? We need to place a order with vendor, Dell vendor, HP vendor, right? They will take some time to deliver the server. Once they deliver the server, we need to move to the data center. We need to insert into rack. We need to insert power, network. We need to connect, and we need to install operating system, applications, patches, plugins, right? So whatever we require, we need to install all these things, and we need to test the server. Finally, we can move to production. That will take some time, right? So physical server, whenever the project is required any physical servers, so if you want to provide a physical server, that takes some time. That will take some time, right? So yeah, cloud side, cloud servers are cloud resources. So within a minute, we can provide n number of resources on the fly by single click, which is nothing but on demand. On demand is nothing but instantly, immediately, whenever needed. Understanding and everyone. Yeah, on demand, you understand, right, everyone? On demand is nothing but so instantly, immediately, whenever needed, we can create the resources by single click within a minute. Fine. Yeah, so it is a on-demand availability of computer system resources, storage, and computing power. So without direct active management by the user, right? So 8 years back, or 10 years back, we used to use complete physical data centers. So currently also we are using physical data centers, but very less servers. Very few servers we are using in local server room, right? So 8 years back, 10 years back, in my previous organization, in Capgemini, I used to handle the data center. I used to handle the data center 8 years back, right? Yeah. So when we use the physical data center, physical server room, we'll be having full control of them. So when we have physical server room, we'll be having full control of them. So whenever you want to restart the server, whenever you want to stop, whenever you want to shut down, whenever you want to upgrade, so we can take full control of them. However, yeah, with the introduction of cloud, everything has been changed now. So our infrastructure is no longer sitting inside of our local data center, local server room. So rather it is being offered by a cloud provider like AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, Ali Cloud. We have different clouds available in the market. As a user, as a customer, we are connecting virtually, right? And we are paying the bills for that usage. So, for example, I am using a computer, I'm using a cloud server for daily 1 hour. That 1 hour we have to pay the bills. So, or else I am using a server daily 9 hours, morning 9 to 6 p.m. For that 9 hours only we have to pay the bills. So, which is nothing but a pay as you go model. Pay as you go model, right? It's kind of renting. For example, we are paying the bills, right? Gas bills, electricity bills. How many hours we are using the power? How many units we are using? For that usage, we have to pay the bills, right? Same way, how many hours we are using cloud servers? For the usage, we have to pay the bills. Like, so, right? This is a pay as you go model. And pay as you go model, right? Fine. So, cloud computing is a on-demand availability of computer system resources, storage and computing power. So without direct active management by the user, right? Right. Now, let's try to understand. Look at here, everyone. This is data center. Data center is a server room. So data center is a server room where we host all the servers. Where we host all the servers. Look at here, everyone. So here, so these are the racks. These are the racks, right? So instead of this racks, we insert the servers. We can take full control. We can manage the servers. So data center team, they always manage these servers. They always work on the data center activities, right? Yeah. Now, currently, we are not using physical data centers. We are using Amazon data center or Microsoft data center or Google data center, right? So as per the client requirement, we are using the respective cloud data centers, right? So this is Google data center. This is Amazon data center. So every vendor is having their own data centers, right? Fine. Now look at here. Before going to the cloud advantages, now let me show you something like, for example, so we are talking about data center, right? We are talking about data center. For example, if you want to start any startup company or if you want to start any project, so very first thing what we required servers, right? We are talking about data center, data center. Data center is a server room. So people are calling it as hub room, and also we can say network room. So anything, right? Hub room, network room, server room. So people are calling it as. So in the server room, we are hosting servers, switches, routers, load balancers, and also backup devices, and also we host network, right? So, etc. So all the devices we host in the server room, right? Who will take care of this server room? Respective server team, data center team, they will manage this server room, right? Yeah. Now, let's try to understand cloud advantages. Cloud advantages. Okay. Cloud advantages. For example, for example, I want to start a project. I want to start a project, which is a Java project. So here I'm not using cloud servers. I'm not using cloud servers here. I want to use physical servers. So here I want to use physical servers. So it is a startup company. Startup. I want to use physical servers. Physical servers. So this is startup company. I want to use physical servers. Okay. Yeah. Fine. So if you want to start any project or if you want to get the new project from client, for example, so we started startup company. We started startup company. So first project I'm trying to get from US client. So first project I'm trying to get from US client. So before getting the real project from client, very first thing what we have to do, what we have to do. So we need to prepare one POC. We need to prepare one POC. So what is POC? Anyone? Anyone having idea? It's a proof of concept. So before getting the real project from client, so we need to prepare one POC. POC is a proof of concept, right? Which is a sample project. For example, if you want to buy any laptop or mobile, what we will check and anyone? So when you want to buy any mobile or laptop, what we will check? We'll check configuration, right? And also the people who are using the device, right? And features, reviews, right? So these are all we check, right? So when you want to buy the mobile, the people who are using the functionality of the mobile, right? And yeah, so what are the important uh, yeah, OS is available in the mobile, storage is available in the mobile. So these are all we check, right? So configuration we check, right? Configuration. Same way, when the client, if you want to get any client project, so client always check the POCs. So POC is a sample project, right? So proof of concept. Yeah. So we need to prepare one POC and that we need to showcase to the client. If the client is approved for this POC, we will get the real project. Understanding and everyone? So first we need to prepare a POC that we need to present to the client. The client is approved for this POC. We will get the real project. So if the client is rejected, it is a waste of money, right? So client for which client give you 45 days timeline. For this POC, client give you 45 days timeline, right? 45 days. So within 45 days, we need to prepare a POC and we need to showcase to the client. The client is approved for this POC, will get the real project. Okay. So for this POC, client asks you to take two development servers, two QA servers, quality assurance servers, and also two production servers, two prod servers. So client asks to take to development, to QA, to production. Understanding and everyone? Yeah. So here, development servers, normally developers start the development activity on the server. So first 30 days, developers develop the code on development servers. So once development is completed, so from 31 days to 40 days, 31 days to 40 days, yeah. So testing should be happened. Testing should be happened on the QA servers, quality assurance servers. So after that, 41 days to 45 days, deployment will be happen on the prod servers. So this is the actual process every development team following currently. If they want to get any real project from client, they need to prepare one POC. So every POC, normally client give 45 days timeline. So within that 45 days, they develop the application, sample application, they showcase to the client. The client is approved, will get the real project, right? Yeah. So this is physical environment. This is not cloud only. This is physical. Now, so if you want to prepare POC, if you want to prepare the POC, so here, very first thing, before getting the servers, we need to buy licenses, right? We need to buy the licenses. Before getting the servers, we need to buy the licenses. So when we talk about license, so what the minimum period would be license? For example, OS license, operating system license. In our laptop, we are using Windows, right? Windows licensing period would be minimum 1 year, right? So, but here our POC is 45 days. So if you, yeah, normally vendors, they will not provide license 45 days, 3 months, even 6 months also, 6 months also, they will not provide the license, right? So minimum 1 year we need to buy license. So Windows license or antivirus or anything, MS Office, right? When you want to buy, so minimum 1 year we need to buy. Same way server license also, server OS, server applications license also, we need to buy minimum 1 year, right? So minimum period would be 1 year, right? The licensing minimum period would be 1 year. So, and also, if you want to configure the servers, we require one admin. So we need to recruit one admin, right? So after that, we required a server room. To configure the servers, we required server room and we required racks, server racks. We required AC to run the servers. So without AC, servers will not run. Normally, desktops and laptops we can run anywhere, but servers required AC, right? Because servers are having high computing power, right? Multiple CPUs, multiple storages, multiple RAM modules, right? Servers required AC, right? And also servers, yeah, here we required server room security, right? So these are all required, Andy. If you want to configure servers, these are all required. So admin required to configure the servers, right? So server room, racks, ACs, security, licenses, these are all required. Yeah, fine. That is fine. So yeah, once we configure the servers, once the development is completed on the servers, developers develop the code on the development servers. After the testing will be happened. After that, we deploy onto respective prod servers. So after that, we can showcase to the client. We can present to the client. The client is approved, will get the real project. The client is not approved. This is waste of money. Because, so this is startup company, right? This is startup company. If the company is MNC company or big company, these servers we can move to other project. But this is first project, which is startup company. That is why this is waste of money. In case client is rejected. Okay. Same way, yeah. So same requirement by using the cloud servers. How can we achieve this? How can we configure this? What is the difference? Let's try to understand. So we are talking about cloud advantages, right? Now, same POC, same server room. Yeah. So here, Java project. So it is startup company, startup. So here we are using cloud servers and cloud servers. So it can be AWS servers or Azure servers or GCP servers, any cloud. Okay. So same POC, proof of concept, proof of concept. So 45 days timeline, 45 days timeline. Yeah. So here in the cloud environment, so whenever you want to create servers or whenever you want to create resources, within a minute, we can create n number of resources, right? Yeah. So to prepare this POC, yeah, very first thing we required servers, right? So first what we will do, we can create development servers, two development servers, two servers for development. Okay. So for first 30 days, for first 30 days. So once development is completed, we can go and create the two more servers. So once development is completed, we can create two more servers. So because whenever you want to create any server, within a minute by single click, we can create n number of servers, right? That is why, yeah. So first 30 days, we can create two servers. Once development is completed, we can create two more servers for QA servers, quality assurance for testing from 31 days to 40 days. We use these servers, right? 31 days to 40 days. So once testing is completed, we can create two more servers for production, prod servers from 41 days to 45 days. Yeah, we can create two more servers. So whenever you want to create servers, within a minute, we can create the servers in AWS console, in AWS or in Azure or GCP. I'll show you that how to create. Okay, fine. So once we prepare the servers, right? So here in the cloud environment, cloud servers, yeah, we don't need to buy, no need to buy license. We don't need to buy license. So OS license, application license. So all the licenses will be taken care by cloud only, right? So we don't need to buy any licensing. Okay. And also no admin needed, no admin. So as a DevSecOps engineer, as a cloud engineer, we can create the resources within a minute. We don't need to recruit any admin. We can take care, right? And also no server room, no server room needed because AWS will take care of the server room. Azure will take care of the server room. So no racks, right? They will take care, vendors will take care, right? And also no AC, no central AC or no AC. So they will take care, vendors will take care, right? And also no server room security. So these are all will be taken care by cloud vendors only, right? When we use cloud resources, when we are using cloud resources, so cloud vendors will take care of all the resources, right? So if the POC is success, if the POC is approved by client, once we prepare this POC and we need to showcase to the client, the POC is approved by client, will get the real project. If the POC is rejected, this is also waste of money. This is also waste of money. But here, what will happen? So in case when we are using cloud servers, the POC is rejected by client, what will happen? Here, $100 will be wasted. In case client rejected, not approved. Okay. So whereas physical environments here, not two, $500 will be wasted. So when we are using cloud servers, $100 will be wasted in case client is not approved. So whereas physical environments, $500 will be wasted. So when we are using cloud servers, one third costing will be saved. One third cost will be saved. Understanding, and everyone? Client always look for the cost save. That is why currently every company, every client, they are looking for cloud infrastructure. They are migrating their applications to cloud. Understanding? So these are the advantages of cloud. So here, look at here. So when we are using cloud servers, only $100 we need to spend for this. Okay, but here, so physical environments, we need to spend $500. Physical servers are a bit costlier. Licensing cost also, right? We need to recruit the admin, server room, racks, AC, security. These are all we need to configure. But these all will be taken care by cloud vendors. So that is why every company, every project team, they are implementing they are migrating their applications to cloud environments. Clear, and everyone? Any questions here? Anyone having any questions, you can ask now. Anyone having any questions on this so far? Fine. Now, look at here. So currently we're using Amazon data centers and Microsoft data centers, Google data centers. So as a user, as a customer, we are connecting to cloud data centers and we are getting the resources in cloud data centers. Okay. Now look at here. So cloud advantages, advantages of cloud computing. So cost saving, flexibility. So here 24/7 availability, reliability. Reliability is most important, right? In case the cloud is not reliable, eventually customers will switch to the physical, right? Scalability, we can scale up whenever needed. We can increase performance. Cloud servers are having high performance, right? So automatic software update. Every month automatically software will be upgraded. And easy backup and restore. So easily we can configure the backups. Cost saving, unlimited storage. These are all advantages of cloud. Clear, Andy? Now look at here, everyone. So cloud computing at a glance, 5 essential characteristics, 3 service models, and 4 deployment models. What is essential characteristics? What is service model? What are the models available? What are the deployment models available? Let's try to understand here. Now look at here. So essential characteristics. First one is on demand. What is on demand, anyone? మనం discuss చేసాం already. We discussed already. What is on demand, anyone? Online guys. What is on demand, anyone? Instantly, immediately, whenever needed. So by single click, we can create the n number of resources, right? For example, I want to create a server. Look at here, everyone. So I just want to go to the AWS console. Look at here, everyone. Sign into the console. Log into the console. Log into the AWS console. So we can give the MFA, multi-factor authentication code here. So how to configure this, I'll show you. 7268339. Yeah, now I'm able to log in my AWS console. So in this AWS console, whenever you want to create any servers or storages or any resources, right? So click on instances. Click on instances. Now, look at here. Click on launch instance. Launch. So whenever you want to launch instance, just click on launch instance. You can give the number, how many resources required. You can give the number. So within a minute, we can create n number of resources, n number of servers in the AWS cloud. Okay, it is on demand. On demand. Even Azure also, right? So look at here. This is the Azure portal. Look at my screen, everyone. This is the Azure portal. Even in Azure also, we can create the resources within a minute. So this is Azure portal. So go to navigation menu, click on virtual machines, right? You can select the virtual machines. You can go and click on. So we can create a number of servers within a minute in Azure. So even Google Cloud also, even in Google Cloud also, we can create n number of resources within a minute. So cloud is on demand. Cloud is on demand, right? Yeah. Now look at it. On demand is nothing but instantly, immediately, whenever needed, we can create n number of resources within a minute. Okay. So next one, broad network access. So whatever the resources we are using in cloud, those we can access from anywhere, any region, any zone, right? Resource pooling. Resource pooling. What is resource pooling? So whatever the resources we are using in cloud, those we can pull it up and we can reuse n number of times. Understanding and review. Next one, rapid elasticity. We can increase the resources, we can decrease the resources whenever needed by single click. For example, I'm working on a database server. Middle of the activity, I'm facing some performance issues. So on the fly, by single click, we can create n number of, we can increase the RAM, we can increase the CPU, we can increase the storage, rapid elasticity, right? So middle of the activity, if you are facing any issues, we can increase the resources whenever needed. For example, we are working on physical server. We are working on physical server. Middle of the activity, so we are getting performance issues. Can we increase the resources in physical server on the fly by single click? Is it possible?
No.
No, right? Yeah. So, but cloud side, yeah, by single click, not within minute, not even minute, right? By single click, we can create a RAM, we can increase the RAM, we can increase the storage, we can increase the CPU, whatever you require, right? So next one, measured service. Whatever the resources we are using in cloud, those are measured. How many hours we are using? For that usage, we have to pay the bills. For example, I am using a server for a daily 1 hour. For that 1 hour, we have to pay the bills. Or else 9 hours we are using daily. Morning 9 to 6 p.m. For that 9 hours, we have to pay the bills. Right? Yeah. Next one. Look at it. Any questions, Sandy, in this slide? Anyone having any questions here?
So like the servers are is
Can you speak a bit louder?
like the servers are already are there in there, like so instantly we
Your voice is very low, Andy.
can
Voice is
the
very low.
the
That is clear.
servers which is like they are already there, like instant we click it, we whatever the server we want, so they
Ah,
install, right? What you are saying.
exactly. Correct.
So like if we want some server like for data storing something, so there
Uh-huh.
will be a data a server, so we can launch in our system, so that whatever the data we can store in that. So there are separately like the conceptual servers are there. What you are saying, it is there are things like
No. No. So actually, look at here. For example, so the project team required any servers. Okay, we can go to instance here, can launch the. So these are all servers. Look at here. These are all servers already. These servers created for other batches. These servers are in stopped state. Stopped means shutdown state. Okay. So now this server, Docker server, I'm working on Docker server. So middle of the activity, I'm facing some issues, right? So I'm facing some performance issues. So by single click, we can increase the RAM, we can increase the CPU, we can increase the storage. In case storage issues happen or CPU performance issues happen, we can increase on the fly without any downtime. We don't require any downtime. So what is downtime, anyone? Which is the maintenance time. We don't need to down on the fly. But the physical side, we need to down the server. We need to shut down the server. We need to open the cabinet, and we need to insert the memory module. We need to insert the RAM module or storage. We need to insert, and we need to connect. We need to configure, and we need to start again. That will take some time. But cloud side, so already I'm working on a server. Middle of the activity, I'm getting some issues with the RAM, CPU, storage. I can increase. You understand it? Clear, right?
Yeah. So what kind of servers like we usually work more like?
What kind of servers? Project needs ending. So whatever the server is nothing but computer, right? Why we require server? To deploy the applications, to work on the applications. Developers always develop the coding servers, right? So whatever the servers required for the project team, that we can create. We can go and create. Server is nothing but a computer only. Computer.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Right. So not only servers in cloud, right? We can create whatever resources required. In the cloud, whatever the resources required, not only servers, right? Even network we can create, load balancers we can create, auto scaling we can enable, database we can create, right? Whatever we require. Fine. Yeah. So these are the essential characteristics available. So next one, look at here, everyone. Cloud service models, IaaS, PaaS, SaaS, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. What is infrastructure as a service? We can create a server. On top of that, we can deploy the required applications, which is nothing but infrastructure as a service. So platform as a service, second one. So the platform already available. For example, I want to deploy Kubernetes on this server. I need to take this infrastructure. I need to create server. On top of that, I need to deploy the Kubernetes. So whereas the platform as service, the platform already available, the Kubernetes already available that we can start and we can use. So third one, SaaS, software as a service, which is mainly for reusability, like Google Drive, OneDrive, Amazon shopping site, right? So this is mainly for reusability. So end users use this, right? Fine. So these are the three service models. Next one, look at here. This is very, very important. Deployment models. We have four deployment models available. First one here is, look at here, private cloud, hybrid cloud, community cloud, and also public cloud. So private cloud, what is private cloud? Which is our on-premises cloud, our local server room cloud, in our local server room, right? So second one here is, look at here, public cloud. So this is AWS cloud, Azure cloud, Google cloud, right? So private cloud is on-premises cloud, our local cloud. Public cloud is AWS cloud, Azure cloud, Google cloud, right? So second one, look at here. What is hybrid cloud? It is a combination of both only, public and also private. So combination of both. Hybrid cloud is nothing but combination of public and private. So for example, every company they are using hybrid cloud. Currently, every company, every banks, they are using hybrid cloud because banking sectors, for example, HDFC Bank, they are hosting their database in their private cloud They're hosting websites in public cloud, right? So every company, every banks, every instance domains, they're using hybrid cloud. Next one is the community cloud. What is this? So this is government cloud, defense cloud, right? Very secure cloud. Fine. So these are the deployment models available in cloud. Clear and everyone? Any questions here? Fine. Next one. Look at here. So AWS regions, availability zones, edge locations. Across the globe, AWS is having multiple data centers. Even Azure also having multiple regions, zones. Region is a data center. Zone is also a data center. Edge location also a data center. So what is the difference here? I'll show you while working on AWS Cloud. Okay. So three are different data centers. Okay. So across the globe, we have so many data centers are available. Okay. Look at here. Every region is having at least 2 or 3 zones available. These are all mainly for disaster recovery. These data centers are mainly for disaster recovery. In case one data center is down, application will not be down, right? So this will manage high availability. These availability zones will maintain the high availability. Okay. So next one, look at here. Is Mr. Jeff Bezos, who invented AWS Cloud. In 2002, Amazon Web Services was born. Slowly, they started using cloud for their business. Slowly, they started using cloud for their business. Yeah, so gradually, slowly, they started giving services to outside companies. So currently, is in the topmost position, is the leader in the market. AWS occupied 33% of the market share. So topmost cloud is AWS. Okay. Next one. So these are the three important topmost clouds. So AWS is in first place, Azure is in second place, Google is in third place. So currently Google is trying to come to the second place. Okay. So Google investing more on Google Cloud. Google investing more on Google Cloud currently. These are the quadrants. In the last quadrant, AWS is in first place, Amazon is in first place, Microsoft Azure is in second place, Google is in third place. These are the small players: Alibaba Cloud, Oracle Cloud, IBM Cloud, DigitalOcean, Fastly, Heroku. Nearly 35 more clouds are available in the market. Look at here. So these are all cloud computing providers. We have nearly 35 more clouds are available in the market. Now look at here. So currently, why the companies are looking for multi-cloud environment? Why the companies are looking for using multi-cloud? So this is very important time. Look at here. So these are the topmost clouds, right? AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud. So look at here. Key reasons for multi-cloud adoption. So avoid vendor lock-in. Avoid vendor lock-in. So freedom to switch providers. For example, I am working on AWS. We are using AWS servers in our project. Okay. But so I just want to use other cloud also for cost saving. So AWS always bit costlier. AWS always bit costlier. Right? So in AWS, databases are bit costlier. That is why what we will do for databases, we can use other cloud. Right? Better negotiation power. So we can negotiate, right? When we are using multi-cloud, we can negotiate the pricing. Reduce dependency risk. In case one cloud is down, what will happen? Other cloud will take care when we are using multi-cloud. So high availability, resilience. If one cloud fails, other continue. Improved disaster recovery, right? So best of breed services. Look at here. AWS for compute services. AWS is having very good compute services. Okay. Azure for enterprise integrations. Azure for enterprise integrations. GCP for AI analytics, right? So best of breed. Next one, compliance and data residency. Look at here, compliance and data residency, right? So store data in specific regions, meet country specific regulations, cost optimization. We can reduce the costing, choose the most cost effective services. So optimize workloads across clouds. We can optimize, we can reduce, we can control costing. Clear, right? So that is why currently every organization, every project team, they are using multi-cloud because of these reasons. Okay. Now look at here. Next one. Yeah. So these are the cloud market share. Look at here. AWS occupied 33% of the market share. Azure occupied 18% of the market share. Google occupied 9%. Alibaba Cloud 6%. IBM Cloud 5%. Salesforce 3%. Tencent 2%. And Oracle Cloud 2%. Other clouds, small players, they occupied 22%. So nearly 35 more clouds are available in the market, right? Next one, look at here. So cloud computing market growth. Look at here. So in 2012, I switched to the cloud, and in 2012, I started working on cloud. So 2012 to 2020, so market growth is very huge growth. From 2022, coming 15 to 20 years, coming, so 2026 to coming 15 to 20 years, the market growth would be like this only, like this one, right? So the market 2022, 2026 market is growing like this, right? So 2026 to 20, yeah, 20, not 2030, 2040, nearly 2040, the market would be like this one. Okay. So every year, projects are increasing, customers are increasing, cloud usage is increasing, jobs are increasing, right? Cloud jobs are increasing. Everywhere growth is happening like this, right? Fine. Yeah. So coming 15 to 20 years, market would be like this only. So this is the right time to grab. This is the right time to grab. Every company, every organization, they're implementing the cloud infrastructure. They're migrating their applications to cloud. Clear, right, everyone? Any questions, Sandy, so far? Anyone having any questions here? Anyone having any questions? Fine. Yeah. So today we completed the cloud introduction, right? So anyone newly joined today first session, you will get the recording session. So previous recording session, you can go through the recording session and you can continue, right? Someone saying something like your volume is very low, please increase the volume. So everyone, my voice is clear, right? Can you confirm, please, everyone? Am I audible clearly? So Joel, Joel
Yeah,
saying
yeah, it's clear, sir.
clear, right? Okay. So my volume is in high actually. Yeah. Fine. So Monday onwards, our classes would be Monday to Friday. Sometimes Saturdays also will be covered. Okay. So make sure, Monday onwards, regular sessions will be started. Make sure everyone's join sharp 7 a.m. IST so that, we can sharp at 7 a.m. IST daily. Okay. So you can join 5 minutes early also. No problem. Okay. So I'll be available 10 to 7, 10 to 7 a.m. daily, right? So before 7 a.m. IST, I'll be available. So you can join 10 minutes before, 5 minutes before also, right? So I already shared my numbers, right? Institute number I already shared, right? So please take down. So if you have any more questions, you can reach out to these numbers. Yesterday, so I shared the numbers, right? Institute number and my number also. So these are the numbers. Please take down everyone. The new people who are joined today. This is the institute number. This is my personal number. You can take down and you can call me, WhatsApp me anytime if you have any questions. So yeah, normally trainers they never share their personal numbers, right? Trainers they never share their personal numbers. So from Harsha Trainings we share our numbers. Fine. So every student is having my number. So since long I'm in teaching, so 2018 onwards, right? So every student is having my number. So this batch is a 108 batch and 108 batch. So far 107 batches completed. Fine. So those are regular batches and corporate trainings also I give. Corporate trainings, one-to-ones, right? So nearly 200 batches, nearly 200. These are the regular batches only, 108 batches. Apart from this, I give corporate trainings, one-to-ones, weekend sessions, right? Clear, right, Vilma? Yeah. So Monday onwards, regular sessions will be started. So Monday we will discuss about SDLC, right? So Monday onwards, regular sessions will be started. So today and yesterday demos completed, right? So tomorrow no session and this weekend no session. Maybe next weekend onwards we can plan. Okay. So every weekend we will not be having a session. So sometimes we'll cover in weekends also. Fine. Yeah. If you have any more questions, you can reach out to me to this number, right? You can take down, please. Yeah, we can stop here today. So Monday, sharp 7 a.m., we can start this session. Fine? Yeah. Thank you all.